Greetings from Columbia, South Carolina. Welcome into the Colonial Life Arena on the campus of the University of South Carolina, your site for the 2014 Class A Girls State Basketball Championship as the 21-7 St. Joseph's Knights face the 18-4 Vikings of Latta High School. Hello, everybody. I am Birch Antley along with Stacy Huff, the Class A Girls State Championship. Two teams that have been here before. Stacy, St. Joseph's, they were here back in 2011 when they finished as runner-up. Latta, they were here in 2007 when they won it all.
Both of these teams are hungry for a state title to take back to their communities. Both are led by strong guard play. Both are experienced teams, and both don't mind getting up in transition. This should be a fast-paced game today.
Well, let's take a look first at the upper state champs from Greenville, South Carolina, the Knights of St. Joseph's. Talk about the guard play. Well, they are led by one of the state's best. That is junior Amani King.
Amani King is what I call a young veteran, only a junior. She played in the state title game in 2011, averaged over 12 points a game, 3.5 steals, and she's a three-time All-State selection for St. Joseph Knights. Well, let's take a look at the starting five for the Knights of St. Joseph's High School, a very guard-heavy team. Amani King, Elizabeth Banio, Maeve McNamara, and Leah Saunders, and Michelle Mosh is the forward. Grace Franklin is the head coach for St. Joseph's. She has been with the program for 6 years, and we asked Coach Franklin to tell us what she is telling her players to get them ready to play in a state championship.
Well, all week long I'm going to emphasize the 10 key things that I tell every game that we need to do in order to win, okay? And number one is take care of the basketball. Number two, set good screens. Number three, see the ball at all times. Number four, know where the key players are on the opposing team. Number five, play defense. Number six, talk on defense. Number seven, stay focused. Number eight, keep your composure. Number 9, set good screens. I didn't say that one already. And number 10, the most important one of all, is to have fun out there on that court. It's to have fun.
Well, let's take a look now at the lower state champs from Dillon County, the Vikings of Latta High School. And Stacey, they too are led by a very talented underclassman guard.
Yeah, young ladies, number 23, 5'9" sophomore guard, Takiria Leggett. Averaged 21 points, 8 rebounds, 9 assists, 4.5 steals per game. She stuffs the stat sheet, folks. All-state selection, had 23 big points in the victory last week over Hemingway to get them to this championship game today.
Well, let's take a look at the starters for the Latta Vikings, the lower state champs. Takira Leggett, the guard, along with Brittany Burgess, who will run point. Mallory Townsend, Jessica Evans, and Maya Wright are your starters for Latta. Well, Curtis Jackson, in his 4th year for the Latta Vikings as head coach, has his team playing for a state championship. We asked him what he is telling his players to get them ready today.
Well, we started preparations on Saturday after the game, and I tell them 3 things. Play hard, play smart, and play relaxed. Hard, you got to go on both ends of the floor. Smart, you got to take care of the ball. Let the game come to you. Relax, just play the game. Have fun.
Tip-off is coming up next when we return to the Colonial Life Arena here in Columbia. The St. Joseph's Knights and the Latta Vikings playing for a Class A Girls State Basketball Championship right here on the Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
It's Wardell for the win! Skyview State Champs!
Be there. The NFHS Network. Download the app today.
Don't want no excuses tonight. We in the playoff mode now. Don't let them play hard. Play as one, win as one. What time is it? Yeah!
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
All right, perfect. Prepare a Wiley Valley graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
Start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. We're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the student broadcast program, visit nfhsnetwork.com/SBP.
Edwards for the win. Off the iron. It counts! Adams got it!
Josh Adams with the tip!
Oh, man!
Oh my goodness!
Up above everybody! Unreal!
Welcome back to Columbia, South Carolina, the Colonial Life Arena. Moments away from tip-off here for the Class A Girls State Basketball Championship. Now let's join the public address here at the Colonial Life Arena to get our player introductions.
Freshman guard number 12, Leigh Saunders. And sophomore forward number 22, Michelle Malch.
There are your St. Joseph's Knights, 21-7 out of Greenville, South Carolina. Last appearance in the state title back in 2011 when they finished runner-up to Ridgeland. And now let's get the player introductions for the home team, the Latta Vikings, 18-4 on the year.
Here are your starters. At point guard, a senior number 10, Brittany Burgess. Forward sophomore number 12, Mallory Townsend. Guard, senior number 22, Jessica Evans. Forward, a sophomore, number 23, Takara Leggett. And at center, a junior, number 25, Maya Wright.
And there are your starters for the Latta Vikings, 18-4. Stacey, they knocked off the defending state champs from Hemingway last week at the lower state championship game in Florence, 58-48, while St. Joseph's defeated Lamar 43-35 a week ago up in Greenville. Well, let's go down to the court and check in with the third member of our crew. That's David Hamilton.
Thank you, Birch. A few moments ago, I was talking to St. Joseph's head coach, Grace Franklin. Of course, two members of this year's squad were also on the 2011 team that played for a state championship that year, Amani King and Elizabeth Bonio. I asked her, does that give her team a decided advantage? She said, well, I don't know, because in this environment, in this setting, obviously everyone is nervous. But definitely during the week, those two helped the rest of the players stay focused and composed as they prepared for their game here today.
All right, thanks so much, David Hamilton. Good stuff as always.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Franklin. She said that Monday's practice was to get the emotions out. They got all the emotions out Monday, and then the veterans led them and said, let's get past that. Now let's get ready to win a championship.
Well, Stacey, the thing is, this court here at the Colonial Life Arena, it's still made of wood, just like the courts at St. Joseph's and Latta. It is still about 94 feet long, and the rims are 10 feet off the ground.
Yep, that shooting backdrop will be a difference for the shooters, but they should adjust to that fairly quickly.
Brittany Burgess to tip along with Michelle Malch for St. Joseph's, and St. Joseph's in the black and blue control, and Amani King quickly with our first points of the game on the left-handed layup.
I said in the pregame this would be a fast-paced game possibly. The guards are aggressive. Amani King sets the tone early right there.
Almost taken away, but Leggett has it, puts up a floater from the left side, around 10 feet, and it's good. So our two key players starting off with points early. Here's Brittany Burgess off the steal by Leggett.
Full court pressure by Latta to start the ball game. They want to up tempo. If they can get this pace all game, they'll take it.
Latta in the white with the green trim. Just inside the three-point line. That's a two. Count it.
Jessica Evans, the senior guard, 5'6", averages about 15.8 points per ball game. That was nice. And it's a 2-2-1 press by the Lady Vikings of Latta. 2-2-1.
Evans had a big game last week in the lower state title. As you say, she averages nearly 16 points a game, an all-region player out of Region 8.
It was a long two. Rush the toes right on the line there. A lot of coaches don't like that shot. I think it's the worst shot in the game. Take a couple of inches back and get three for that, but they'll take the points early in this championship game.
Saunders fires it in to Bonio, and Elizabeth Bonio. Left-hander is there. 7 minutes to play in the first period, and we're tied at 4 as Burgess brings it into the front court, dishes off to Leggett. Our officials today, Barry Ramacone, John Hill, and Joseph Manigault. And another bucket by Takira Leggett.
There'll be a lot of that being said. I think that 2-2-1 pressure bothering St. Joseph's right now.
A baseline runner for Imani King too strong. Michelle Malsh trying to finish off the rebound, and it's knocked out of bounds to the Knights.
Hadn't seen much half-court defense. They've been pressing, but on offense, that's Takira Leggett getting that shot off really quickly right there.
Left wing shot, no. Rebound for Imani King, and she'll go to the line as she is fouled. You are watching the South Carolina High School League State Basketball Championships here on the NFHS Network. Be sure to go to nfhsnetwork.com/SCHSL so you can watch live games, replays, and highlights of all of this weekend of champions action. Started on Friday night, decided the state championships for Class 4A girls and boys. Dutch Fork winning their third consecutive title in the Class 4A girls division, and the Wando Warriors' first ever state championship in basketball for Wando as they knocked off Hillcrest. Here comes Latta after the Imani King miss, and King going for the steal. He whistled for the foul as she got a hand in there on Mallory Townsend.
Imani King really extending this defense out. Looks like a 1-2-2 being played by St. Joseph's, and she extending. She's getting very aggressive at the point of this defense.
Here's Brittany Burgess. Now over to Leggett. Imani King switches over to Leggett out of that zone. Now a three-pointer for Mallory Townsend off the mark. Fight for the rebound. Maya Wright is there to control it for Latta, but no. Imani King got her hand in on it. But Latta keeps it alive. Jessica Evans, and
double dribble.
Double dribble, yep, on Evans, the senior guard, 5'6", all-region players. You see Curtis Jackson over on the sideline, and Stacey Curtis Jackson drove the bus here today.
That's what you call doing it all. 1A schools, you get that. Do a little bit of everything, and as a travel, that trap is really bothering St. Joseph's. The only ball handler so far comfortable with the ball is Imani King. The rest of the Lady Knights are a little nervous with that thing against this pressure.
Here's Burgess, left side. Leggett wants a three. Rebound controlled by St. Joseph's with Maeve McNamara, the freshman. Now King whips it right side. Leah Saunders. Leggett slaps it away. Kept alive by Latta over on the far side. Here comes Evans. Shot not there as Evans and Burgess were tossing it around, but Latta will have possession here with 5:32 remaining and the 2-point lead. As St. Joseph's goes to the bench, they'll bring in Kayla Burbo, the junior, 5'7" forward. Inbounds to Leggett. Here's a three-pointer off the left side. A loose ball. This might be a tie-up. Possession arrow will go to St. Joe's. Well, Stacey, we heard in our opening segment as we listened in to the coaches, had a list of 10 items from Coach Grace Franklin, a list of 3 from Coach Curtis Jackson. But what stuck out the most, they both said they're telling their players just go have fun.
Have fun, and definitely. They both like to stress defense, and they're both a very scrappy teams as we're seeing right here.
Here comes Burgess. Weaving through traffic. Doesn't get the shot to fall, but a finish by Mallory Townsend off the rebound, but she could not get the shot to hit the bottom, and now Imani King has it for St. Joe's. 4:59 to play here in the first. A little skip pass over the right elbow. Now back to King. Puts up a jumper a little short. And rebound is Townsend, Mallory Townsend. She'll give it off to Jessica Evans. 4:44 to play. Evans straightaway three. And King has another rebound. King being guarded by Evans. Feisty defense early in this game for Latta. It's out of bounds as they tried to work it over there to Kayla Burbo, the junior.
I'll tell you what, this pressure is one thing Fate is having is Imani King is breathing very hard right now for the Knights of St. Joseph. She's taking a lot out of her handling that ball against this pressure D.
Inside, Maya Wright draws the contacts.
Maya Wright, number 25 right here. Coach Jackson tells me for Latta that number 25 on your screen at the line is the toughest pound-for-pound player in his program. And he said we'll call her name a lot because she gets her hand on a lot of balls and she does whatever it takes inside. Only 5'8".
46% shooter from the free throw line this year. Pulls the string in the first one. Averages 6.5 points a game and 11 boards. knocks down the second, so Latta with a 3-point lead here in the first period, 4:13 to play. Slapped out of bounds by Mallory Townsend. St. Joe's will inbounds. Elizabeth Bonio, the senior guard, 5'7", pulls the trigger over to Amani King.
They're playing a 1-2-2 also, trapping.
Ball on the floor, rolling around, picked up by Latta. Burgess tried to shoot it ahead to Evans, and it's knocked away by St. Joe's and Maeve McNamara. McNamara trapped over near side, so they'll skip it low to Banio, and here comes Leggett and the Vikings. Back and forth we go as each team unable to get a real clear look at the basket. These past few transitions along the court.
That foul's going to be called on Takira Leggett. Game's a little ragged, but these teams play so hard, Birch, and they both get their hands on a lot of balls. And that's kind of what we expected. It didn't take long talking to both of these coaches, Coach Franklin of St. Joseph's and Coach Jackson of Latta. The word toughness comes up very early in the conversation with both of these. And that's what we're seeing right now. Very physical ball game in this first quarter.
Amani King will get a breather. She heads to the bench, and number 12, Leah Saunders, steps back in, the freshman who started this game for Coach Franklin and St. Joe's. Here come the Vikings of Latta. Burgess weaving into traffic and gets the shot off the square.
Burgess
nice work by Burgess in the lane.
Burgess with a little Euro step, Latta style. Nice move to get in that paint and get it off the glass.
Now Bonio near side. Again, pressure D coming from the Latta Vikings with a 5-point lead. Skip pass to Michelle Malsh in the paint. And the rebound goes to Mallory Townsend. Maya Wright now will take it into front court over to Leggett. Driving in. Left side. Now Jessica Evans, nice head fake. Fight for control of the loose ball. Maya Wright steps up, but she is going to get caught with a double dribble.
She gets her hands on so many balls. She started that whole transition on the other end, working hard on this end down here, but got a little confused down on the baseline and got called for the double dribble.
Well, be sure to buy a DVD of this championship or any other of the South Carolina High School League championships. Our DVD library is at nfhsnetwork.com/SCHSL. You can choose from basketball, football, wrestling, volleyball, swimming, track and field, and more. Click on the green buy button. Take home your own memory. That's nfhsnetwork.com/SCHSL.
Monty Cooper got a break. Monty King, excuse me. Now she's back in the ball game, so see if she can handle this pressure.
She'll take it down the far side. King trying to go coast to coast. Shot is too strong. Nice crossover by Leggett as she brings it into the front court. Leggett wants to take it all the way herself. Trying to keep it alive is Agnes Stanton, the freshman that just checked in, number 5 for St. Joe's, but it is Latta basketball. 2:14 to play here in the first period. 9-4, Latta with the lead by 5. Just inside the three-point line. Overshoots it, and St. Joe's with a chance now to run offense. King looking inside for Stanton.
Good idea, diagonal pass, but it went off Stanton's hands, and I think, well, the officials saw it another way. I thought the ball went out of Stanton's hand that time on the diagonal pass. St. Joseph's ball.
Lob pass on the inbounds. And Amani King almost stole it away from Maya Wright.
She knocked it off the leg of Wright. Wright's a center. She wasn't expecting to get the ball right there. You got to find your point guard in a situation like that. Wright's not comfortable handling it that far from the basket, so she lost it.
Another chance for St. Joseph's. Taken away by Leggett. She just stripped it right out of the St. Joe's player. And Leggett to the hoop.
Great job keeping her body between the defender and the ball and shielding the ball and getting that soft off the glass. A natural scorer, Leggett.
She's got 6 points now. Another takeaway by Latta. This defense has been feisty. Evans, too strong off the backboard, and King wants a timeout. So 1:29 remains here in the first period. Latta with the lead, 11-4 over St. Joseph's, and for Latta, Stacey, it's been all defense.
Absolutely, it has. It's made a big difference. That full court pressure is having an effect.
Latta 11, St. Joseph's 4. Minute 29 remaining here in the first period.
Birch, let's be watchful. Amani King is already out of the game early. She was gassed. She's the primary ball handler of St. Joseph, has been for 4 years now. Let's see if the pressure continues to wear her down. She got slightly injured in the game last Saturday when they won the Upper State Championship. Watch how this affects her as the game wears on.
Yeah, you saw her wincing coming out of that timeout, Stacy.
Yes.
She injured that knee. You see it's bandaged.
Yes.
The right knee. We asked her on Monday, Amani, how's the knee doing? She said it's absolutely fine, but I think that was a player just trying to make sure that nobody knew that she was not feeling okay. Well, let's go down to David Hamilton, see what he has for us courtside. David.
Guys, during that timeout, Amani King was visibly upset and injured. As you mentioned, her knee is hurt, but the coaching staff asked her, can you play? She looked him straight in the face with tears in her eyes and said yes. Now she's back out on the court.
Yeah, I thought she wasn't quite right. And this is the defense you don't want to go against if you're not 100%, Birch. This 2-2-1 pressure of Latta is designed to wear the point guard down. If you try to beat it with the dribble, you must get the ball in the middle. But when she gives the ball up, they're turning it over also. So a lot of pressure on Amani King to handle this pressure.
St. Joe's will knock it out of bounds. Elizabeth Banio. The basketball back to Latta. And Amani King is going over to the bench, Stacy. She's coming out. And she is visibly in pain. Dealing with a banged up right knee. Inside, Townsend. She is covered up. Tries to work it over to Jessica Evans, and St. Joe's comes away with the steal as they force a lot of turnover. So Banio will slow down the pace. Skip it over to Leah Saunders, back to Banio. Banio wants to drive in and gets it off the backboard. 53 seconds to play here in the first. 11-7, Latta with the lead as Leggett crosses the timeline and moves that pivot foot, and that's a travel.
Yeah, she had a cutter she wanted to hit, and it wasn't there, so she dragged that foot waiting. Here's a look now. This is Banio's drive with the left hand, soft off the glass. Somebody's got to step up now with Amani King, the all-state player, on the bench, and Banio is a veteran who's maybe the answer to the problem.
Only one senior in the starting five for St. Joseph's, and that is Banio. Shot blocked. Maya Wright
again.
And there's a good takeaway on the other end by Leah Saunders, and Saunders hits the deck.
Good-looking sophomore athlete, Leah Saunders. Freshman athlete, number 12 there, in the black with blue jersey, blue numbers there for St. Joseph's. Good-looking athlete. She'll be someone who'll help this program, and her athletic ability is going to be needed right now in this game. There she is in your screen.
27 seconds to play here in the first. There's Banio. Banio, right block. Gets the roll.
Soft music
so
right
Banio
there.
with two big buckets late in this first period as Leggett drives in. Gets the jumper down. 8 seconds to play in the first now. 13-9, still a 4-point lead for Latta. 3 seconds on the clock. Can Banio get a shot off? It's going to be taken away by Evans. And that's going to do it. The buzzer will sound to conclude the first period of play here in the Class A Girls State Championship. The Latta Vikings lead the St. Joseph's Knights 13-9. You're watching the Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
At Francis Marion University, students in our new industrial engineering program are required to master a rigorous curriculum in engineering principles, the physical sciences, mathematics, and business. But they also take a wide array of courses in the humanities and in the social and behavioral sciences. Why? Well, if you want to rebuild the world, first you need to understand it. Francis Marion University, education to enrich and employ.
South Carolina want the best pre-owned vehicles in one place? Jim Hudson's got it. Over 700 used vehicles from $49.95. Jim Hudson's got it. Want instant credit approval? Jim Hudson's got it. We own the bank. Inspected, warranted, reconditioned, and given the Jim Hudson seal of approval. Drive home today with as little as $500 down. Click JimHudson.com now. Visit us online or on the lot at any of our 5 Jim Hudson locations in Columbia.
Experience it once and you'll never forget it.
Get in the game with TWCSportsChannel.com, your online connection to Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Find complete program listings, up to the minute high school scores and stats, and check out great games in the archive from this season and last. Whether you missed it or want to see it again, TWCSportsChannel.com streams the best matchups at home or on the go. What you live for lives here. TWCSportsChannel.com, exclusively from Time Warner Cable.
Time Warner Cable gives you more dunks for your dollar, more smash for your cash, and more goals for less screen. With Time Warner Cable Sports Pass, you get the most sports on the most devices for under $9 a month. That's why Time Warner Cable Sports Pass is the best value in sports. Upgrade to Sports Pass today. Call 1-855-WANT-TWC or visit TWC.com/sports. Passionate about sports? Time Warner Cable invents better ways to love them even more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
13-9, Latta with the lead over St. Joseph's as we begin the second period here in Columbia. St. Joseph's in the black and blue, the upper state champs, the visitors here today. Your lower state champs, the home team, the Latta Vikings, in the white with the green trim. Imani King still on the bench, resting that right knee that she injured in the upper state championship game, and she has been a big three-pointer there for St. Joe's. Count that one from Maeve McNamara, the young freshman, stepping up to knock down the three ball.
One of the best shooters on this team, Maeve McNamara, and plays pretty solid D too. It's a 3-2 zone by St. Joseph's.
Jessica Evans, a little head fake, but overshoots. The rebound and the stick back for Maya Wright is good. This junior coming up with some big plays early in this state championship for Latta. Maya Wright with 3 points. And Maya Wright steps in to contest that shot from Saunders, but foul committed.
Took a look right here, a little dribble drive, and Maeve McNamara had those hands ready, had her feet set, and no hand on her face in time, and hand down, woman down in that case. Close game.
Here is Leah Saunders. This is the first. Saunders looking for her first points of this championship. Now, Monty King visibly in pain, Stacy, in that first period as it came to a close. So Grace Franklin's going to try to rest her as much as possible, as that right knee is certainly bothering her here in this championship. 13 points for St. Joe's, 15 for Latta, as Latta's Brittany Burgess. This is that one. Maya Wright is there to pick up the rebound. Now Leggett wants a three. Got it! Buries it from the right elbow.
Beautiful three-pointer by the star Leggett. She eyed it, tried it, and string music.
Now still on the other end, and a three-pointer off the glass for Latta's Mallory Townsend. That's 6 points in a row.
And she holds the three fingers in the air like she called it. You got to pretend you meant to do that when you bank the three in.
Timeout taken by Grace Franklin.
Take a look at his first Leggett, the All-State. Beautiful form, great rotation, and splash right there for you. And before you could blink an eye, here we are again. Deja vu all over again. Number 12 that time, Mallory Townsend, the sophomore.
21-13 now as we look at the crowd. That Latta side from Dillon County, and the Vikings rattling off 2 consecutive three-pointers. One from Leggett, the other from Mallory Townsend.
Elizabeth Banio had 6 points in that first quarter for St. Joseph's. That's strong. 8 for Takira Leggett in the first quarter.
That Latta crowd starting to get lively now. 6:27 to play. First half, and the Vikings lead at 21-13, looking for their first state championship since 2007. They played for a title 5 times. Won it all in 2007, and then played for a title in 1938, 67, and 65.
Monty King back in the ball game.
Here come the Knights. Saunders too strong. Malsh trying to put it back. Still working and chipped away by Leggett. Now Leggett and Latta. They want to run. Leggett blows by a defender. And Saunders
is down.
Took an elbow, it looked like, but she is back up.
Yeah, Leggett gave her a little crossover right there. And they collided. Her shoulder went right to the face of Saunders. She's okay, though, I think.
So now the takeaway. Evans in the lane, left-hander no, but Burgess for the finish, can't get it to fall down. Burgess fighting again. Third opportunity, and she's got it.
3 times the charm. You can't give a team that many shots out of basket.
Work it again. Trying to go inside. Saunders picks it up. Monty King wanted the ball on the right elbow, didn't get it. Meyer right now to Leggett. Leggett, little skip pass to Evans. Cannot get it to roll. What a beautiful skipper there from Leggett to Evans.
A lot of missed layups in this ball game. Come back to haunt you.
Well, folks, be sure to check out the new mobile app from the NFHS network. It is really cool. As you see right here, the South Carolina High School League is one of the features. Got some girls basketball going on, replays. You can check out last night's action. If you wanted to see Dutch Fork and Hillcrest and Wando, check out the app today. You can get it for free from the iTunes Store or the Google Play Store. Stacey, I know you've been playing with the app on your phone.
Absolutely.
And really enjoy it.
Even I can do it. If I can do it, anyone can do it. What just happened right there was number 5 for St. Joseph. A youngster, Stanton, picked up her dribble in the corner. You cannot do that.
Look in on the huddle there, Curtis Jackson in his 4th year, 62-31 record. He took his ladies into Florence for the lower state championship game, and they showed absolutely no fear. They were not intimidated at all, matching up against the defending state champs from Hemingway. Took that game 58-48. Yeah, and this is a Latta team, Stacey, that finished the regular season unranked in the South Carolina Coaches Basketball Association poll, while St. Joe's finished regular season ranked number 10.
Yeah, they got to a rough start and had a soul-searching game early in the season. He tells me they lost to Hannah Pamplico in a game, and they had to do some soul-searching in the locker room. They had a meeting, they thought about it and talked about it, came out and beat Hannah Pamplico by 29 the next time. They knew they had turned it around at that point.
St. Joe's trailing by 10 with the ball, and Monty King back in this game. You see she's got the right knee wrapped. Tremendous pressure coming from this Latta defense right now. Driving in, Malsh doesn't find her shot, and here come the Vikings and Brittany Burgess. Burgess stepping in, drawing the contact.
She took a little hip check there at the rim. Look at that
10-1 run right now.
And a lot of that coincides, Birch, with the Monty King going out of the game for a little while. And as I told you earlier, that pressure begins to mount and catch up. She's the strongest ball handler on the team. A lot of youth on this team, even though some of them have been on varsity for a while. But when King's out of the ball game, it's a different St. Joseph's team.
Burgess knocks down the front.
She's the point guard. The tallest player on the team is the point guard right there. She's 5'10".
Burgess with 5 points right now. Here comes the second.
Good shot.
Now St. Joe's works it over to King. King is trapped over on the right elbow, but St. Joe's keeps it alive. Now Wide open three, buries it. Maeve McNamara.
Somebody might want to get a hand in the face of Maeve McNamara or pour a bucket of cold water on her because she's on fire from three. Timeout, Curtis Jackson and Latta.
Yeah, Coach Jackson wants the timeout with 4:26 on the clock. Well, we asked Coach Grace Franklin of St. Joe's what's so special about this year's version of the Knights.
This year's team is that I've never had a team where all 5 players on the court can play at one time. So we have every game a new player steps up. You usually have 1 or 2 players that I could always count on in the previous years. But this year, I could count on all 5 of them on that court playing solid basketball, playing team basketball.
Grace Franklin, her second trip to a state championship in 3 years as the head coach for the St. Joseph's Knights. They were here back in 2011, lost it to Ridgeland. Three-pointer, right side to Kira Leggett.
St. Joseph's did not do a good job closing out on the shooter. They swung the ball and got the shot they wanted, and no hand up.
Here comes King now driving in. Leggett has 14 points now for Latta as Brittany Burgess on the run. Leggett wants to spot up for a 3 left side this time. Short off the rim.
Got a little walk first.
Grabs a rebound. Follow-up is off the mark as well. A little short on both shots. Well, Leggett was picking out her spot over there.
She did. Well, she was on a little bit of the Harlem shuffle with her feet a little bit or something. Didn't get called, but she's been hot with 14 points. They got to do something about her.
Lob pass from Stanton. Now Amani King right side. Now back to King. Evans for Latta guarding Amani. Now a switch up on defense. Feed King inside. 2-3 zone for Latta. 3:26 to play. Leggett steps into the passing lane and tips that one out of bounds.
Both teams look exhausted right now. Point guard for Latta, hands on both hips. Brittany Burgess looks a little winded. This game has been a fast pace.
McNamara, 13-footer. And rebound for Wright. Now Leggett showing her dribbling skills, going behind the back and then passing off to Evans. Evans, her floater is short and a whistle.
Yeah, she came from out of bounds. It was the first to touch the ball right there, so that's going to be turned over to St. Joseph's. But again, if you look at the body language out here, a lot of young ladies winded.
McNamara hit a big three-pointer moments ago. Traveling called on St. Joseph's. They'll get that one on Margaret Tierney, the freshman. 2:56 to play. 28-16 Latta. Now Burgess over to Leggett. Leggett puts up a shot. Doesn't get it to fall. Right, the rebound. And King is there for St. Joe's. King trying to find a running Agnes Stanton in the paint. But it is still Knights basketball. It was out of bounds off of a Latta player.
This half-court trap for Latta has bothered St. Joseph the whole game. One of the keys to the game, Coach Franklin told me, was how they handled this half-court trap, and they have not handled it well in this first half.
Underneath the basket, no. Leggett is there. Quickly up ahead to Evans. Evans in and out. King fighting for the rebound along with Burgess. It's a tie-up, and the possession arrow favors the Latta Vikings.
Good pass ahead by Kira Leggett. Another missed layup for the Lady Vikings of Latta. They had some point-blank opportunities there.
So checking in now for St. Joseph's, Madeline Frick, the senior number 2. Latta to inbounds. Taken away by Amani King. Stepped right in front of that passing lane, and King trying to split the defenders, and she goes down hard. Good sportsmanship, yes, excellent. As Leggett right there to help her up off the deck. We'll never miss another game. Be sure to become a subscriber on the NFHS Network to watch live coverage, game replays, and highlights of high school sports from around the country. Go to nfhsnetwork.com. As you saw on the new mobile app, Stacy, we've got on the NFHS Network a little hockey going on today up in Michigan. Some gymnastics in Connecticut.
A veritable potpourri.
And high school basketball here in the Palmetto State.
Yes.
Amani King at the line.
A smorgasbord of sports information.
Now Evans ahead to Burgess. Burgess left-handed dribble. Leggett wide open. Spots up for a three. Too strong. Rebound is there for Townsend and the putback.
Good hustle by Townsend, but you cannot allow Takira Leggett to foul her taxes and make a sandwich on the three-point line while she's getting ready to shoot a three-pointer. Somebody's got to get out and close out on her. She's too good a scorer for that.
Another three-pointer here from McNamara. Malsh rebound, right, takeaway, and travel. So a turnover back to St. Joseph's.
How many balls does Maya Wright get her hand on? Both
She's got 12 rebounds.
Yes, and how many deflections other than that? She gets her hands on everything in the paint.
Yeah, 12 rebounds right now for Maya Wright.
That's amazing.
Imani King working on Jessica Evans. (30-16) Latta.
This pace favors Latta. A lot of turnovers. They don't mind it. They are up 14. When all things are equal, a hectic game favors the team. You see the numbers down to Imani King, but a frenetic pace game favors the team in the lead because as long as it stays raggedy, you really can't mount a comeback. St. Joseph has to settle down and run their offense at some point.
So minute 22. Leggett baseline. Gives it back to Evans. Evans. Gonna draw some contact.
They're diving down inside that zone. That foul's on Saunders. But they're doing a good job of getting inside the zone of St. Joseph's with penetration. Look at Jessica Evans. Only a 51% free throw shooter, and just true to that, she made 1 out of 2 last time, I do believe.
Averaging 15.8 a game, all-region player out of Region 8.
Watch her shot. The right hand comes all the way off the ball. By the time she shoots it, it's just a left-handed toss. The right hand is totally uninvolved with the basketball at the shot. Take a look at it.
Good looking shot right there from Jessica Evans.
Nice.
She's got 4 points.
Yes.
Checking in now off the bench for Latta, Ayanna McKenzie, number 3, the sophomore.
2-2-1 half-court trap again.
There's Leggett with another takeaway for the Vikings, but she loses it in a tie-up. And
you're right.
Possession error, no, they won't call it yet. It'll be Viking basketball as Townsend on the run. Over to Evans. Good ball movement by Latta.
Townsend set that up by going to her right, drawing the defender, and making the diagonal pass through the lane. Beautifully executed.
50 seconds to play. I'm Imani King. Now to Saunders, right side. McNamara wants a 3, and she gets it. Banks it in there. Her second 3 of the day. Maeve McNamara, just a freshman.
Banking hours on Saturday.
Townsend driving in. Imani King is there. King, left-hander, too strong.
How many times do you see a missed layup end up resulting in a foul? Watch the draw. She draws to the right, pulls the defender with her diagonal pass. Soft off the glass for Evans. Play made by Townsend, though. And here's the look at Maeve McNamara with the Saturday banking hours.
Oh, that's an NBA 3.
That is an NBA 3, absolutely. Deep.
Here's Leggett. She wants to launch one. Doesn't land it, and Evans is there trying to keep it alive. She sails out of bounds, but it will be St. Joseph's basketball here with 13 seconds to play, and Latta leading 34-19.
They did a little better getting a hand out on Leggett that time, but she's had way too much daylight to get her shot off.
15-point lead. Here's a takeaway by McKenzie, who just checked in. And Leggett with the follow, and the buzzer sounds, and that is going to do it for the first half of the Colonial Life Arena in Columbia. It has been all Latta. The Lady Vikings with a 15-point lead, 34-19 over St. Joseph's. We're going to see if we can go down courtside where David Hamilton is standing by. And David, we'll turn it over to you.
Coach Jackson, your team's up by 15 heading into the locker room. Obviously an impressive first-half performance by your all-state player, Takira Leggett. But talk to me about Maya Wright, 12 first-half rebounds, fighting for every ball out there.
She's been tough in the paint all season, so it don't surprise me today that she's taking care of business down here in the paint today.
your pressure defense is working. If Amani King cannot come back for St. Joseph's, are you going to change up your defensive strategy or keep the pressure on in the second half?
No, I'm not. It's working. We're going to continue to do it as long as it works.
All right, thanks, Coach. Curtis Jackson's team up by 15 here at the half. We'll see if they can hold on in the second half.
All right, thanks so much, David Hamilton. Stay right here. We'll be back in a moment here on the Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
At Francis Marion University, students in our new industrial engineering program are required to master a rigorous curriculum in engineering principles, the physical sciences, mathematics, and business. But they also take a wide array of courses in the humanities and in the social and behavioral sciences. Why? Well, if you want to rebuild the world, first you need to understand it. Francis Marion University, education to enrich and employ.
South Carolina want the best pre-owned vehicles in one place? Jim Hudson's got it. Over 700 used vehicles from $49.95. Jim Hudson's got it. Want instant credit approval? Jim Hudson's got it. We own the bank. Inspected, warranted, reconditioned, and given the Jim Hudson seal of approval. Drive home today with as little as $500 down. Click JimHudson.com now. Visit us online or on the lot at any of our 5 Jim Hudson locations in Columbia.
Experience it once and you'll never forget it.
Get in the game with TWCSportsChannel.com, your online connection to Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Find complete program listings, up-to-the-minute high school scores and stats, and check out great games in the archive from this season and last. Whether you missed it or want to see it again, TWCSportsChannel.com streams the best matchups at home or on the go. What you live for lives here. TWCSportsChannel.com, exclusively from Time Warner Cable.
Time Warner Cable gives you more dunks for your dollar, more smash for your cash, and more goals for less screen. With Time Warner Cable Sports Pass, you get the most sports on the most devices for under $9 a month. That's why Time Warner Cable Sports Pass is the best value in sports. Upgrade to Sports Pass today. Call 1-855-WANT-TWC or visit TWC.com/sports. Passionate about sports? Time Warner Cable invents better ways to love them even more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
(34-19) is your score at the half. Latta leading St. Joseph's. Now let's go down and check in with David Hamilton, who has 2 very special guests for us. David.
That's right, Birch. These schools are not only impressive here on the basketball court, but also in the classroom. To my left here, John Kirby, the superintendent from Latta High School, and to my right, Keith Kaiser, the headmaster from St. Joseph's. Mr. Kirby, we'll begin with you. Tell us about some of the impressive things going on at your high school right now.
Well, one of the things that we're very proud of is for the last 28 years, Latta High School has been ranked by U.S. News World and Report as one of the best high schools in the nation. So we're very proud of that fact, and that's due to the focus on academics, performing arts, athletics, activities, and everything at the school. So we're very proud of that, as we are proud of our basketball team.
Your team's first state championship appearance since 2007, up by 15 here at the half. What would it mean for your school and your community if they're able to hold on and win the state championship in the second half?
Well, if you look up in those stands, we've got a lot of green and gold up there, and our little community only holds, we've got about 1,500 people that live in the town, and there was one store left open when I came through, and that was the Napa Auto Parts place, and he was closing at 12 and coming up here, so it meant an awful lot to our girls because no one picked us to be here this year with 3 sophomores and a junior starting, but our girls believed when they lost in the playoffs last year, and as they played during the year, the rest of the community and the school started believing along with them, and when we knocked off Timminsville, the number 1 school with the number 1 player, and Hemingway, the last year's state champ, everyone's believing now.
Well, best of luck to your team in the second half. And your team's down, but they can fight back in the second half.
Yeah, they started the season this year 0-7. So they know what it means to come back, and I think they'll give it the best shot in the second half.
Real quickly for us here, let us know what's going on at St. Joseph's that you're particularly proud about.
Well, I'm particularly proud about the students, in particular the student athletes who work so hard. These girls that are out here today do 2 and 3 hours of homework a night. They work incredibly hard in the classroom. They've got all that stress, and we do exceptionally well on the athletic field as well. So they're wonderful kids, wonderful families. It's a wonderful community to be a part of.
Well, good luck to both of your teams in the second half. Regardless who takes home the trophy here today, one thing is for sure, both of these administrators are very proud of their basketball players and their student bodies in general. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. We'll be back in Columbia in just a moment. Again, Latta 34, St. Joseph's 19, here on the Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
At Francis Marion University, students in our new industrial engineering program are required to master a rigorous curriculum in engineering principles, the physical sciences, mathematics, and business. But they also take a wide array of courses in the humanities and in the social and behavioral sciences. Why? Well, if you want to rebuild the world, first you need to understand it. Francis Marion University, education to enrich and employ.
South Carolina want the best pre-owned vehicles in one place? Jim Hudson's got it. Over 700 used vehicles from $49.95. Jim Hudson's got it. Want instant credit approval? Jim Hudson's got it. We own the bank. Inspected, warranted, reconditioned, and given the Jim Hudson seal of approval. Drive home today with as little as $500 down. Click JimHudson.com now. Visit us online or on the lot at any of our 5 Jim Hudson locations in Columbia.
Experience it once and you'll never forget it.
Get in the game with TWCSportsChannel.com, your online connection to Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Find complete program listings, up-to-the-minute high school scores and stats, and check out great games in the archive from this season and last. Whether you missed it or want to see it again, TWCSportsChannel.com streams the best matchups at home or on the go. What you live for lives here. TWCSportsChannel.com, exclusively from Time Warner Cable.
Time Warner Cable gives you more dunks for your dollar, more smash for your cash, and more goals for less screen. With Time Warner Cable Sports Pass, you get the most sports on the most devices for under $9 a month. That's why Time Warner Cable Sports Pass is the best value in sports. Upgrade to Sports Pass today. Call 1-855-WANT-TWC or visit TWC.com/sports. Passionate about sports? Time Warner Cable invents better ways to love them even more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
We're back in Columbia, 34-19, Atlanta on top of St. Joe's. Stacy, let's go over some first half highlights. It was a lot of Leggett from Latta.
Yeah, the Carriers get the All-State selection, 14 first half points. She did it on defense and offense. She had 6 rebounds, too, by the way, to go with her 14 points. So she was very active right there, great body control. That's a smart veteran play right there. Now she gets into the paint against a zone, which is hard to do. It's a shot up and in. And now to answer back, Maeve McNamara, the freshman, one of her 3 threes. She was 3 or 4 for three-point land and answered again, of course, by Takaria Leggett. Young lady is very impressive. I heard a lot about her. She's answering. And Maeve McNamara, again, a freshman, coming up big for them. And she hit 3 out of 4 from the line. And also Maeve McNamara, Birch, 3 rebounds and 2 steals as well. So she played a pretty solid game.
Halftime stats. Field goal 7-31 for St. Joe's, 13-41 for Latta, 16 turnovers and 13 for Latta as well. We'll be back in just a moment here at the Colonial Life Arena, Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
At Francis Marion University, students in our new industrial engineering program are required to master a rigorous curriculum in engineering principles, the physical sciences, mathematics, and business. But they also take a wide array of courses in the humanities and in the social and behavioral sciences. Why? Well, if you want to rebuild the world, first you need to understand it. Francis Marion University, education to enrich and employ.
South Carolina want the best pre-owned vehicles in one place? Jim Hudson's got it. Over 700 used vehicles from $49.95. Jim Hudson's got it. Want instant credit approval? Jim Hudson's got it. We own the bank. Inspected, warranted, reconditioned, and given the Jim Hudson seal of approval. Drive home today with as little as $500 down. Click JimHudson.com now. Visit us online or on the lot at any of our 5 Jim Hudson locations in Columbia.
Experience it once and you'll never forget it.
Get in the game with TWCSportsChannel.com, your online connection to Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Find complete program listings, up-to-the-minute high school scores and stats, and check out great games in the archive from this season and last. Whether you missed it or want to see it again, TWCSportsChannel.com streams the best matchups at home or on the go. What you live for lives here. TWCSportsChannel.com, exclusively from Time Warner Cable.
Time Warner Cable gives you more dunks for your dollar, more smash for your cash, and more goals for less screen. With Time Warner Cable Sports Pass, you get the most sports on the most devices for under $9 a month. That's why Time Warner Cable Sports Pass is the best value in sports. Upgrade to Sports Pass today. Call 1-855-WANT-TWC or visit twc.com/sports. Passionate about sports? Time Warner Cable invents better ways to love them even more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
Ready to start the second half here in Columbia. 34-19 your score. Latta with the lead. St. Joe's will start on offense. Moving left to right on your screen. St. Joe's in the black with the blue numerals and letters. Latta. There's a steal by Latta. And Brittany Burgess, but taken right back by Leah Saunders. Latta Vikings in the white with the green trim. Leading scorers for St. Joe's, Maeve McNamara. Those three-pointers. 9 points for Maeve, the freshman, and 14.6 rebounds for Takira Leggett to lead Latta and to lead all scorers in this game. There's Maya Wright with another rebound and an easy handoff to Mallory Townsend for an easy bucket to start this second period. Now, Stacey Huff, the St. Joseph's Knights are going to have to get back into this ball game and overcome this lead, and they're going to have to do it without the services of their star Armani King. She is going to be on the shelf for the second half of that knee.
And it's better to err on the side of caution. Young lady's a junior. She has another year to come back. She's in the locker room, and I would not be surprised if she's there. Probably been a little slightly emotional right now, but state championship games, they're going to pull her out. She was in a lot of pain. And you got to live to fight another day and take, err on the side of caution for the health of that young lady. Now she's coming out to the locker room. Looks like maybe her dad with her walking out of the locker room. And again, hope she gets better. Has another big senior year coming up.
Here is Jessica Evans at the line. Evans. 6 points in the first half. Misses the front end. And the other thing about Amani King, Stacey, she is also one of the state's top volleyball players.
Did not realize that.
St. Joseph's won the state championship in in volleyball this year, back in November. So one of the reigning volleyball champions for this academic school year. Here's Saunders underneath off the pass from McNamara. Too strong, and Townsend is there to collect the rebound over to Burgess for Latta.
You mentioned Amani King. It's hard to watch from over here where we sit across the court. You can see the tears from here. She's sitting on that bench over there at St. Joseph. It's hard to watch. She's crying very hard, and it's emotional getting your team to the state final game and now having to shut it down. But bless her heart, she gave it all.
And Saunders over there along that far side in front of that St. Joseph's bench. You see Amani King over there with the full wrap now on that knee. And she is a very well-spoken young lady.
Yes, she is.
You see a lot of emotion on the face of Amani King, just a junior. And we were very impressed with her at the news conference at the South Carolina High School League office this week. Here's the takeaway for St. Joseph's. That's Melissa Moore, the senior, number 13. A 15-point Latta lead right now with 6:10 to play. They'll skip it over to Leah Saunders. Saunders cross court. Here's McNamara. McNamara with a nice diagonal pass. Now Saunders wants the three-pointer. A little short. The rebound taken away by Leggett and Latta. Quickly up ahead to Brittany Burgess. Burgess, one step. Got it and put her on the line. Brittany Burgess, the senior, 5'10", averaging 9 points a game, has really stepped up big in this state championship. She's got 8.
Great look ahead by Takira Leggett. And right here, watch Banio just get a little bit on the lower body when she was in the air. Banio gets called for the foul. Great body control by the 5'10" point guard, Brittany Burgess. Also, another lefty. They got a couple of lefties on this team.
Burgess, the southpaw, connects on the three-point play, finishes it off, and she's got 9 points to go along with 5 rebounds. Tie up, and the possession arrow is to the Latta Vikings.
I think Saunders at the ninth grader there, number 12, I don't think she's the typical player you see and say she doesn't know how good she is. She's a really good athlete. I think they're going to get a lot of great play from this young lady the next few years at St. Joseph's, number 12.
Evans has her shot blocked. Saunders, right on cue, comes up with a loose ball. And it is possession arrow to Latta. So 5:32 here in the third period. Latta inbounds, Leggett. Fakes the three. Now we'll try to work around Melissa Moore. Shot is short, and Moore is there for St. Joe's for the rebound. Here come the Knights ahead to Saunders. Saunders chases it down and feeds it low post to Malsh. Malsh still working in traffic, loses the handle, and Brittany Burgess all alone off the feed from Takira Leggett.
Might have been Maya Wright on that pass. I'm not sure, but
yeah, you're right. That was Maya Wright with a good recognition.
1-2-2.
Saw Burgess ahead and threw the long pass and an easy basket for Burgess, who is in double figures now with 11 points.
They got Saunders running the point now in the absence of King.
Melissa Moore being guarded by Brittany Burgess. Moore back over to Saunders. 4:34 to play. Brittany Burgess steals it away. Brittany Burgess lays it up and a little short. Maya Wright is there to pick it up, and Leggett wants a three and draws the foul.
3 shots.
So 2 very interesting plays here for Latta. Maya Wright has just been all over this court today.
Yeah.
Whatever the ball is on the floor or in the air, it seems that Maya Wright is there. And this young lady had 15 rebounds in the first half and also had really 5 block shots.
Yeah, she's, again, very handsy, all over the place. And again, Coach Jackson, I've told you, it'd take him long to use the word toughness. He did it at halftime. Early in his commentary, he's going to mention the toughness of his team, and it's got him a 21-point lead right now.
So Leggett at the line for 3. She's got 15 points in this championship now. And knocks it down to make the score 43-21. Here comes Banio. She'll give it back to Stanton. McNamara fakes the 3, now posts one up, right elbow off the glass. It is hauled in by Stanton. They'll reset this offense with 4:07 to play. Evans shading Stanton, right on the hips. Straightaway 3, off the back iron. Banio floating in to get her own rebound and ran right into Maya Wright. I believe they're going to whistle Maya Wright on a foul.
And nobody boxed out the shooter, and Banio was able to get her own rebound there, but they got to get some shots to fall. Poor shooting also affected St. Joseph. They were only 7 for 31 in the first half, Birch. That's not the kind of shooting that's going to get you back in a ball game in the championship. 3
personal fouls now for Maya Wright. So Coach Curtis Jackson is going to have to take note of that with 3:52 to play here in the third. Because Wright has been a presence in the paint for Latta. Driving in Banio baseline. And it's down to Leggett. And Leggett quickly up ahead to Burgess. Burgess tried to keep it in bounds. Unable to do so. It's St. Joseph's basketball.
Leggett tried to lead her to the basket. Man, I put a little too much on it at the time, but they do a great job pitching ahead. Teams do drills about that, but Latta does a good job of getting it off the glass and throwing ahead.
Knocked away. Out of bounds to St. Joseph's.
Yes, right here, right. You can't get any better than that, folks. Now you're part of the game. Ball hit you in the head right there. You saw that? Nice camera work there, my man X. He didn't move. I don't think X flinched on that one, Birch.
Body's on the floor, and it is Latta basketball with 3:24 to play here in the third. Latta comfortably ahead right now, 43-21. Jessica Evans. Stanton is there, and ahead to Banio. That's McNamara to her left. She'll keep it herself and feed right. Now Stanton circling over, far side. Bottled up. Looks for help in the paint. And there's Michelle Malsh.
The youngsters are growing up. Only a sophomore. Malsh has gotten some looks down there, Bert. She's got to capitalize. Only a sophomore. Stanton only a freshman. They got to grow up today in a championship setting for St. Joseph's.
Travel on the other end for Latta and Townsend. Buy a DVD of this championship or any other of the South Carolina High School League championships at nfhsnetwork.com/SCHSL. You can choose from all the sports like basketball, football, baseball, cheerleading, lacrosse, and more. Click on the green buy button. Take home your own memory. That's nfhsnetwork.com/SCHSL. Stacey Huff's DVD library is filled with SCHSL material from the NFHS Network. There's Michelle Malsh.
I call it the Birch Antley Superstar Library. All your best hits, man.
And Malsh short on the free throw. Leggett for Latta. Draws contact. Oh, reach in there by Agnes Stanton.
Again, freshman Takara Leggett is very fast with the basketball in her hand. She's been very decisive, and she's absolutely attacking this St. Joseph's defense now the more the game wears on. 18-point lead.
And she's just a 10th grader. She is just a sophomore. I don't think that we can say that enough.
You're right. It's hard to...
The way that she brings every tool to the basketball court.
She has a high basketball IQ, too. Takara Leggett has definitely been well coached, and she actually, I can tell she studies the game. She understands angles and how to get her shot at all times.
Long three, left side. Banio is there for the rebound. The putback too strong. Stanton fighting for it, and a whistle. You know, Curtis Jackson, the head coach for Latta, said that the number one thing you need to know about Takara Leggett is her passion for playing basketball.
It's evident. It's evident. And also, she's, you know what? She's a good student as well. Good academically, too. She carries that over. We must mention that into the classroom. So that's of note for her.
Here's Banio. Weaves around traffic. Now McNamara wants another three. Got it! That's 4 for the freshman, Maeve McNamara.
String music. A little child shall lead them. A 9th grader stepping up in the championship game.
She has been dialed in from downtown here at the Colonial Life Arena.
Maeve McNamara won't let this thing get out of hand because she's made too many threes. Look at it. She's way behind the line, and they're not closing out. They forgot about her, Burge. They did well early in this quarter. They've now forgotten about her, and she's gotten loose again.
The rim starting to look like a hula hoop for Maeve McNamara. Now at the line, Townsend. She's had a good game with 7 points.
I was about to say she played a very good game. A couple of nice passes as well.
Also with 7 rebounds. Now Townsend looking to connect on the back end. Too strong, and rebound is collected by Malsh. Now Agnes Stanton, the freshman guard. Back to Malsh. Malsh a little short. Maya Wright, another rebound. That's 16 on the day for Maya Wright to go along with 5 blocks. Here's Brittany Burgess. Skip pass right side. Evans is there for the finish.
You can't run a 3-on-1 fast break any better than that. That's in every textbook they ever saw. She drew and kicked diagonally. Great play.
Banio on the other end going hard to the hole. And that's going to be the 4th foul on Maya Wright. She's got 4 now.
She's coming out of the game post haste. There's a sub at the table right now to get her out of there. There it is. Number 3 is coming in.
Ayana McKenzie back into this game. She's
a sophomore, another young player.
Look at this ovation by these Latta fans for Maya Wright.
She's playing her tail off here today, and they know it. They've seen it all year. They used to seeing this on Tuesday and Friday nights, but they traveled up the road here to Columbia today.
And she averages 11 rebounds a game. And you see why. These numbers so gaudy this year because Maya Wright has been a glass cleaning machine here today at the Colonial Life Arena. On the bench right now with 4 fouls, but she's got 16 rebounds and 5 block shots. 45-30, a 15-point lead for Latta. High dribble by Brittany Burgess. She's able to keep it alive, though.
The St. Joseph's folks think that's looks like a little chicanery.
McKenzie to Evans. McNamara will let it roll out of bounds. It was off a Knight finger, though, so it is Latta basketball. Inbounds Evans. Oh, left alone underneath the basket is Townsend, and that was just good recognition by the Latta Vikings. Excellent ball movement.
Brittany Burgess, that's my kind of point guard right there. She saw it before she caught the pass. She knew where she was going with the ball, Birch. She knew she was throwing that ball. As she caught the ball, she already knew the diagonal pass was open. That's thinking like a point guard. She was one play ahead. Number 10 in white. That's why she's the 5'10" point guard for Latta.
So at the line, Elizabeth Banio. She's a 59% free throw shooter, all-region player out of Region 2 in the upstate. Banio in double figures, 10 points. A couple of assists, 2 rebounds. And she is perfect today so far at the free throw line. Looking to go 4 of 4. Banio, the only senior on the floor for the St. Joseph's Knights. Here comes Leggett. Now Burgess over to McKenzie, straightaway 3. McKenzie sailing into the lane, picks up her own rebound, keeps it alive, and Leggett will draw the contact over on the right elbow. 47-31, 16-point advantage for the Latta Vikings. Looking for their first state championship since 2007. Stacy, they were the Class B champs back in 1965.
In fact, when they had the letter, that's when you know it's back in the day when they went to the letter system. That's back before I was even born. You know, before I was born, there was no alphabet.
Yeah, it was just ABC with the South Carolina High School League back then.
My phone number was 2 digits.
Here comes St. Joseph's after the free throws from Latta. Weaving around traffic, Stanton runs into Burgess. Now looking to pass it off to Moore. And Burgess just relentless in chasing down this basketball. But it's out of bounds to St. Joseph. She had it, but on the sideline.
Right in front of us, Bert. They were trying to get us involved in the game. 31.7 left to play here in the third quarter.
Stanton whips it over Banio. Little head fake. Now McNamara. Could this be number 5? Yes!
Oh, my goodness. She is
Give her a handful. She's got a nickel. And she is a freshman, Maeve McNamara. 49-34. Latta. And now.
Nice putback. Nice putback right there by 12. Mallory Townsend with the putback right there in the right place at the right time.
That's going to do it for the third period of action. We'll head to the fourth and final when we return to Columbia. It's Latta 54, St. Joe's 34. You're watching the Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
At Francis Marion University, students in our new industrial engineering program are required to master a rigorous curriculum in engineering principles, the physical sciences, mathematics, and business. But they also take a wide array of courses in the humanities and in the social and behavioral sciences. Why? Well, if you want to rebuild the world, first you need to understand it. Francis Marion University, education to enrich and employ.
South Carolina want the best pre-owned vehicles in one place? Jim Hudson's got it. Over 700 used vehicles from $49.95. Jim Hudson's got it. Want instant credit approval? Jim Hudson's got it. We own the bank. Inspected, warranted, reconditioned, and given the Jim Hudson seal of approval. Drive home today with as little as $500 down. Click JimHudson.com now. Visit us online or on the lot at any of our 5 Jim Hudson locations in Columbia.
Experience it once and you'll never forget it.
Get in the game with TWCSportsChannel.com, your online connection to Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Find complete program listings, up-to-the-minute high school scores and stats, and check out great games in the archive from this season and last. Whether you missed it or want to see it again, TWCSportsChannel.com streams the best matchups at home or on the go. What you live for lives here. TWCSportsChannel.com, exclusively from Time Warner Cable.
Time Warner Cable gives you more dunks for your dollar, more smash for your cash, and more goals for less screen. With Time Warner Cable Sports Pass, you get the most sports on the most devices for under $9 a month. That's why Time Warner Cable Sports Pass is the best value in sports. Upgrade to Sports Pass today. Call 1-855-WANT-TWC or visit twc.com/sports. Passionate about sports? Time Warner Cable invents better ways to love them even more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
51-34, Latta with the lead heading into the fourth period. Stacey Huff, if St. Joseph's wants to get back into this game and keep whittling away at this Latta lead, just let Maeve McNamara post up for three. She's already hit 5 of those.
So far, two things they've done well. Malsh has gotten rebounds, and McNamara shot it well, and Banio's penetrated. They need to do those 3 things.
And Stanton wanted a 3, a little short, and rebound tracked down by Brittany Burgess. Burgess, coast to coast, lay in, no. Evans is there. Can't get the finish, and the rebound hauled in by Stanton. Needs some help. Gets it from Moore. Now to Banio. St. Joseph's. Banio has it slapped out by Brittany Burgess. Maeve McNamara, 15 points, 4 rebounds. All of her points on 3-pointers. And Takira Leggett, 18 points, 10 rebounds. A nice little double-double there for the sophomore star from Latta. And here comes Burgess. She has been busy all day long on both sides of the court. There's a takeaway for St. Joseph's. Trailing by 17. 7:11 to play in this game. And doing so without their star Armani King, who did not return after halftime to start the second half. A knee injury, just too much to play through. Burgess wants a 3. Rattles out of there, and rebound tracked down by St. Joseph's. And quickly ahead now, Banio. Banio going the distance. Cannot get it to fall, and rebound to Townsend. Now Evans, jumper off the glass. That's nice.
Line drive, beat back the backboard, and it counts. That's all that matters.
There's a reason why the square is there, Stacey.
Absolutely.
Use it.
Yes, sir. She used it that time.
Underneath the basket, whistle and contact. That should be on Burgess. So that will be her second foul.
Burgess, here's some numbers for you right here. Maya Wright didn't make our graphic, but Maya Wright, 16 rebounds, 8 blocked shots. And of those 16 rebounds, 7 of them on the offensive end. That's impressive. That's putting your hard hat on right there.
She is on the bench right now with 4 fouls. But just wonderful numbers there for Maya Wright, the 5'8" junior. There's Leggett trying to break through traffic. Moore and Banio were there, impeding her progress.
She got bailed out a little bit that time. You're not supposed to try to beat that trap with the dribble. There was a pass there available to her, but I'm sure Coach Jackson will holler at her about that. 6:14 to play, up 19. Free throws all going to come into play here, and neither one of these teams are great free throw shooting teams.
Here is Leggett at the line where she is 4 for 5 today. On the year, averaging 66%. Make it 5 for 6 now for Takira.
Takira Leggett is a 66% free throw shooter, so she's decent.
Looks pretty good there. Leggett, 6 of 7 at the line today. Now McKenzie with the takeaway. Ayanna McKenzie for Latta, and she'll feed it over to Burgess. Underneath the basket, Brittany Burgess having a stellar game as well. 13 points now for Brittany Burgess, the senior.
That's that Euro step by Latta, South Carolina.
Well, let's check in with Coach Curtis Jackson. We asked him what is so special about this year's team.
The girls started playing good together over the summer. And they got really used to each other, and they know each other's game, they complement each other, and they have the winning attitude. And they understand that after your attitude dictates your altitude. So if you come with a positive attitude, you want to win, you can find a reason to win.
Curtis Jackson, in his 4th year as the head coach, 62-31 record.
He's sharp as a tack over there, too. Now, I like that tie.
And Amani King is back on the court. Amani King is coming back into this ball game. She is going to try to play.
She has politicked her way back on the court. And 8-0 run by Latta. They put this game in spurts. They had a 10-1 run earlier. This pressure defense has caused them to go out on spurts. St. Joseph has the answer.
There's Amani King driving in. Now pulls it back. Right-handed dribble. She'll give it up to McNamara. Now she wants it. Amani King. King.
Deflected.
Three-pointer.
Deflected. That was deflected by Latta. But they're saying no. Thought somebody got a hand on that one, but it was an errant shot. See how long King can go here on a obviously injured knee.
Brittany Burgess sets the offense. And they're going to go 4 corners, Stacey, and try to work some clock here.
I always say with high school is a lot of time. Anything more than 3 or 4 minutes is a lot to ask. The discipline of these girls to not turn the ball over.
Leggett, three-pointer, rattles around there, and Amani King skies up for the rebound. 5:03 to play. King over left side, McNamara. She's trapped. Can't get a look at the basket. Now McNamara almost had it taken away by McKenzie. We'll work inside. Malsh fighting amongst traffic, and she will pick up some contact there from Katira Leggett. And for Leggett, that will be her 3rd personal foul.
Well, Leggett got in foul trouble, I think, in the lower state final. Coach Jackson says she plays better sometimes in foul trouble. She likes to reach every now and then.
And Stacey Huff, I was actually 1 foul behind on Maya Wright. She is actually fouled out of this game. Maya Wright on the bench with 5 fouls.
Did not realize that. They may have been behind as well, because with 4 fouls, they might have gotten her out of the game. They might have lost track of it as well.
Brittany Burgess, far side. Now, let's see if Latta will try to work corners again. Burgess wants everybody outside of the perimeter. Now that leaves a wide open Evans for 3. Bangs it in there. Jessica Evans, the senior. And Evans now in double figures with 13 points. McNamara, number 6.
Boy,
this freshman is hot.
That's impressive. They've been a losing cause at the end of the day. Maeve McNamara has announced herself to 1A basketball.
Her parents are going to have to increase her allowance to cover all the long-distance phone charges, because she has been outstanding shooting the basketball today. Just has a really smooth shot from behind the arc.
Confidence is growing with each one, too.
60-37. Another takeaway here for Latta. And here come the Vikings quickly in transition. Burgess in and out, gets her own rebound, follows it up. No. Amani King is there. Ball is loose, and King hits the deck along with Evans. No whistle. They keep it alive. It's St. Joseph's basketball. Stanton. Now underneath Evans, left-hander. 15 points now for Evans.
25-point lead for Latta.
Here's Stanton. Working high post to Malsh. Now Moore. Cross court over to Amani King. And they lose it out of bounds. These Latta Vikings, they have created a ton of turnovers, Stacey, and they have worked those into points. Which they have just been flying up and down the court today.
2 things Coach Franklin told me they must do is defeat that pressure defense and keep them from running. And both things happen for Latta. They got to run, and they got that pressure defense cooking.
Taking a look, Amani King.
She's in pain.
You can just tell visibly right now, Stacey, that right knee is giving her fits. We didn't even think she was going to be able to come back to play here in this second half, but she politicked her way on the bench to return. 2:27 to go. It has been all Latta, 62-37. And Evans at the line.
Jessica Evans.
50% today, 2 of 4. She's got 15 points. 4 players for Latta, Stacey Huff, in double figures. Burgess with 13, Townsend 11, Evans 15, and Leggett with 20. And Leggett with a double-double. 13 rebounds to go along with her 20 points. And Coach Curtis Jackson is going to clear the bench, and these Latta fans are on their feet, and they are going to give a standing ovation to these players once they leave the hardwood here at the Colonial Life Arena. Listen to this crowd.
4 of them are coming in. One's coming in for the shooter. One of these young ladies is bears mentioning. Number 14 is going to come in for Evans Birch. Young lady's she wants to go to the Naval Academy. Her dad's a JAG officer, and she's already talking to the Navy about walking on, playing some basketball there. She's a junior, was a team manager last year. Margaret Desser should be coming in for Evans after the shot. Coach Jackson thinks a lot of her academically and as a tough basketball player. She's actually a captain that doesn't start for this team.
Evans misses the free throw. Joelle Saunders, the 8th grader, number 10, into the game for St. Joseph's, picks up the rebound. Now Stanton wants a 3 left side. Bangs out of there, and Evans comes up with the rebound. Evans quickly ahead. Jumper from the foul line is good. These 2 seniors, Brittany Burgess and Jessica Evans, all the talk this week was surrounding Takira Leggett, the sophomore station, but Burgess and Evans have been outstanding in this state championship for the Latta Vikings. That one just a little short there for McNamara. Plus, she had a player right in her face, and here comes.
Listen to the ovation for Evans, the senior.
And here comes Margaret Desser, number 14.
I was telling you about, she's a young lady. Coach thinks a lot of. Junior, she has another year to play, but wants to go to the Naval Academy. Already accepted there, I do believe.
Rebound and stick back for Malsh.
Malsh has played big. She's in double digits with rebounds, I believe, Birch. The future's bright for both of these teams. A lot of sophomores and juniors getting playing time in the championship game. Malsh has gotten our hands on a lot of balls in that paint. Only a 10th grader for St. Joseph's Catholic.
Well, Stacey Huff, the South Carolina High School League record for most three-point goals in a state championship belongs to a young lady by the name of Ivory Latta with 8.
Speaking of Latta.
And we've got a freshman on the court right now, McNamara, number 11. She's just 2 shots away from tying that record if she could get it with 1:40.
And she should keep shooting them down 27.
Miss on the free throw, and Desser, number 14 for Latta, comes down with it. And here's Iriana Keene, a freshman, and she loses it to the 8th grader Saunders. Saunders will draw contact. Well, we asked Coach Curtis Jackson what he likes so much about coaching basketball.
I like to see the end product. You take young kids need coaches, good coaches. And you take a young kid that have a passion for the game, want to learn the game. As I see the girls grow in the game, grow into young ladies, I feel good that they're going to be very productive adults someday. So I just want to have my stamp on it someday.
Well, Curtis Jackson and his 2014 Latta Vikings trying to put a stamp on a Class A state championship here in Columbia. They lead at 65-38. Defensive pressure creating turnovers and 4 players in double digits. Maya Wright with 16 rebounds and 5 block shots. And it's been just too much for St. Joseph's to overcome. Plus St. Joseph's without the services of Amani King, their star junior guard who was injured in the upper state championship game, hurt her knee, right knee, and it really bothered her today. Did not come back until late in the second half. And she's back on the bench again. Fight for the loose ball, and that's
Saunders.
Joelle Saunders, the 8th grader. Possession to Latta. Ariana King, freshman number 5.
Still
has it taken away. Here comes Moore. And Melissa Moore, actually that's Madeline Frick, number 2, the senior, will be heading to the line. So she'll be shooting 2 as both teams in the bonus. 50 seconds remaining here in the Class A state championship.
Good looking free throw shot.
Coming up next, the Class A boys state championship. Emerson Phillips and Dwayne Everett will have the call for you here on the NFHS Network and the Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. The Well Branch Warriors back again to take on a team right here in Columbia, the C.A. Johnson Green Hornets.
Hornets be trying for their first championship since the late 80s.
44 seconds. As Keene will handle over to McKenzie. And McKenzie now looking for some help from Desser. 28 seconds on the clock. Desser holds on to it and swings it over to Johnson, now inside Faison. Dajani Faison pulls it back out to Madelia Johnson, an 8th grader, number 4. The ball is taken right out of the hands of Desser. And Frick going in for the layup, no. Fight for the loose ball as time winding down. Clock stopped at 1. And these Latta fans are ready to celebrate and take a title to Dillon County. And that's it. The buzzer sounds, and your 2014 Class A girls state basketball champs from Dillon County, South Carolina, the Latta Vikings. Curtis Jackson and his Lady Vikings win it. Let's go down court side where David Hamilton is standing by with the winning coach.
Coach Jackson, your team has won the state championship. Congratulations. How does it feel?
Thank you. It feels good. Feels good. The girls stuck to the game plan. Executed everything I asked them to execute, and we won the game.
Talk to us about the total team performance today, not just by your all-state player, Takiri Leggett, but by Burgess, Wright, and Evans.
We had a team meeting last night, and everybody told me that they're going to show up to play, and everybody showed up to play.
What's this mean for your community and your school?
I'll tell you what, it's big, man. We came here in 2007. We're back here again in 2014.
Curtis Jackson and the Latta Vikings are your Class 1A girls basketball state champions. Birch, back to you.
Thanks so much, David Hamilton. Great stuff. As Curtis Jackson and the Latta Vikings celebrating a state championship, the first since 2007 as they knock off the St. Joseph's Knights. We'll be right back in Columbia in just a moment here on the Time Warner Cable Sports Channel.
13 players, 1 goal, no excuses. We don't want no excuses tonight. We got a chance to send a message to them loud and clear. We in the playoff mode now. Don't let them play harder than us. Players won, winners won. What time is it? Yeah!
We can get a player up here.
Oh, that's good stuff.
Prepare a Wiley Ballard graphic.
Do you want me to start the stream?
You start the stream. Camera 3. Beautiful. Oh, we're coming in on 1.
For more information on how your school can join the student broadcast program, visit nfhsnetwork.com/SBP.
Nichols to Franco, gonna take the long one. Adela Franco just won the state championship on her first shot attempt of the game.
The Latta Vikings win the Class A state championship 65-39 over St. Joseph's. Now let's join SCHSL Associate Commissioner Skip Lax in the public address here at the Colonial Life Arena for the presentation of the championship trophy.
Season with a record of 21-8. Accepting the trophy for St. Joseph's is the head coach, Grace Franklin, number 4, Elizabeth Banio, number 2, Madeline Frick. Now to award the 2013-14 state runner-up trophy for the Class A girls is Mickey Pringle, Executive Committee Class A representative, and Jerome Singleton, Commissioner of the South Carolina High School League, to the Knights of St. Joseph's High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2014 Class A runner-up, St. Joseph's High School.
The upper state champs. I'll never be able to take that trophy away from them. They just come up a little bit short today against a very tenacious defense from the Latta Vikings. And now we will present the state championship trophy to the Latta Vikings.
Superintendent John Kirby and his staff. Valerie McLean, Assistant Principal. Aaron Miles, Athletic Director. Representative Wayne George. School Board Chair Betty Jo Johnson, and board members. As part of the ceremony, South Carolina Basketball Coaches Association Representative Gail Johnson will present a commemorative game ball to head coach Curtis Jackson, whose team finished the season with a record of 19-4. Accepting the trophy for Latta, head coach Curtis Jackson, number 22 Jessica Evans, number 25 Maya Wright. And now to present the 2014 State Championship Trophy for Class A girls is Mickey Pringle, Executive Committee Class A Representative, and Jerome Singleton, Commissioner of the South Carolina High School League, to the Vikings of Latta High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2014 Class A champion, Latta High School.
There it is, the championship trophy heading to Dillon County, South Carolina. The Latta Vikings win it all in 2014. That's going to do it from Columbia, South Carolina. For our entire crew, for our statisticians Ryan Johnson and Bon Nichols, our broadcast partners David Hamilton and Stacy Huff, my name is Bert Chantley saying so long from the capital city. We'll talk to you next time here on the NFHS Network.
At Francis Marion University, students in our new industrial engineering program are required to master a rigorous curriculum in engineering principles, the physical sciences, mathematics, and business. But they also take a wide array of courses in the humanities and in the social and behavioral sciences. Why? Well, if you want to rebuild the world, first you need to understand it. Francis Marion University, education to enrich and employ.
South Carolina want the best pre-owned vehicles in one place? Jim Hudson's got it. Over 700 used vehicles from $49.95. Jim Hudson's got it. Want instant credit approval? Jim Hudson's got it. We own the bank. Inspected, warranted, reconditioned, and given the Jim Hudson seal of approval. Drive home today with as little as $500 down. Click JimHudson.com now. Visit us online or on the lot at any of our 5 Jim Hudson locations in Columbia.
Experience it once and you'll never forget it.
Get in the game with TWCSportsChannel.com, your online connection to Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. Find complete program listings, up-to-the-minute high school scores and stats, and check out great games in the archive from this season and last. Whether you missed it or want to see it again, TWCSportsChannel.com streams the best matchups at home or on the go. What you live for lives here. TWCSportsChannel.com, exclusively from Time Warner Cable.
Time Warner Cable gives you more dunks for your dollar, more smash for your cash, and more goals for less screen. With Time Warner Cable Sports Pass, you get the most sports on the most devices for under $9 a month. That's why Time Warner Cable Sports Pass is the best value in sports. Upgrade to Sports Pass today. Call 1-855-WANT-TWC or visit TWC.com/sports. Passionate about sports? Time Warner Cable invents better ways to love them even more. Time Warner Cable. Enjoy better.
You are watching the 2014 South Carolina High School League Basketball Championships. Coming up next, the C.A. Johnson Hornets tip-off against the Whale Branch Warriors for the Class 1A Boys title inside Colonial Life Arena. But first, check out highlights.